Good morning and welcome back to Flint Transport. My name is Justin. Today I'm flying and I'm headed to Texas. I'm not going to pick up a truck, not going to look at equipment. This is a little bit different. I got an invitation to check out a tire facility slash tire test track. So we're headed to Texas. There's a big test track down there. And I'd say thanks to Continental for flying me down there, hooking me up. I will say, I've asked to see if I could record and stuff when I'm down there. And they're like, they think so. So hopefully I can do a lot more recording, show you guys what it's like to be at the proving grounds down there at Continental. So here goes. I am flying through JFK this morning. For some reason, I chose the 5 a.m. flight. This is just after 4 o'clock in the morning. And this airport's pretty quiet. Usually like the 6 a.m. flight, which I don't know, I don't fly enough to know like what flights go where, but I often fly out about 6 a.m. And for some reason, I don't know if they changed it or what, but got to look at it and it's like 5 a.m. that I fly out. So kind of ran it a little bit tight this morning because I didn't feel like getting up so early. So hopefully I can breeze right through. Usually security, there's not much of a line. And I have the Delta Sky, which looks like a big line down there. Hopefully I can bust right through. Well, that was easy. I simply breezed right through. All right. Welcome to San Antonio. We're in Texas. All right, now for my bag. See if we can head over to where our Continental meeting is.
I'll send you that if you want that slide.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be awesome.
Be glad to.
Got the whole lineup of tires here and everything.
Oh yeah, come check it out. We got all kinds of stuff.
We're putting on a good show here for us. Check this out. Good morning, guys. We are here in Uvalde, Texas at the Continental Proving Grounds. Just an absolute gorgeous day. We're in some training right now. This place is huge. I know you just see a building and stuff, but you can see some of the track maybe a little bit out there. I will see if I can find somebody and he'll tell us a little bit more about the place here. It's kind of interesting. They're setting up a barbecue trailer right now or something here for lunch. So I'm out here at the Continental Proving Grounds. I'm here with Tom. So Tom's going to tell us a little bit about the Proving Grounds, maybe how big it is and things like that. So Tom, go ahead.
Absolutely. So we're at the Continental Uvalde Proving Grounds here in Uvalde, Texas. We've got about 5,000 acres here. We've got an 8.5-mile oval track that goes around the whole facility where we can do testing on tires and wheels. And then we have a whole bunch of other facilities, off-road tracks, wet tracks. We've got a 15-acre wet track where we can test hydroplaning, what happens to vehicles when they go from high-speed locations into wet locations. It's really interesting what we can do around here.
It's definitely a lot of fun, and I got to try out some of the tracks, so that was really cool. Let's back up a little bit. Can you tell us a little bit of how Continental started or when they started, kind of why, things like that? You touched on it the other day, and I didn't get a shot of that. But
no, it is an interesting story. So Continental started in 1871. We've been around quite a long time. And the way we got our start was, it's a European company, started in Germany. Cobblestone roads. Horses and buggies had a hard time getting traction with you got hooves trying to get on cobblestone, so we put rubber on horseshoes. And that's how we got started in the rubber side of the market, which then led into tires. And we were one of the first companies, we were the first company, tire company, to put tread on a tire. Things that are pretty commonplace now, so Continental's been an innovator for a while.
Very good. And I found out too today that Continental, so tires, you think of tires, you think Continental, that's only a small part of their business. I think it was 18 billion out of a 52 billion.
35% of what we do is tires. The rest is automotive components.
Yeah, a lot of different components that Continental makes. So it's not just tires, but even though tires is a big, it seems like a lot. We use Continental tires on our trucks, And you know, you guys cover from a range of tires from almost every different application. You know, race car tires, right?
Race car, motorcycle tires, bicycle tires. We are huge into specialty tires, everything from a small little forklift tire all the way up to a huge OTR tire. We do pretty much everything.
Yeah. Well, very good. Thanks, Tom. Is there anything else?
No, I appreciate you spending
all.
some time with us. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to come see us in Uvalde.
Yeah, yeah. And this was kind of a last minute thing. We're just getting ready to head out, but you guys will obviously see here in the footage that I post that you'll see a lot of the different things that we got to do. Everything was very great. Accommodations were great. And if you guys ever get an invitation, this is invitation only, right?
It is.
So
please come join us.
If you ever get an invitation, don't turn it down.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys. We are out here in the proving grounds. First stop is a picture. They warned us that we got to watch for rattlesnakes, and I have a massive fear of snakes. So the last thing I want to do is step on a rattlesnake. So they ran this truck through a little test track, showing off these construction tires, and it's through really loose gravel, and they just want to show you what it can do through there. And then also when he drives down the road, he's going to go about 40-45 miles an hour. That they want all those little stones to come out of those tires. So at our next stop, we're gonna see how those tires look.
Sorry guys. Also, this truck is unloaded right now. When we run this test, for actual testing, these trucks are loaded. So, if it's a F450 or 550, it's fully loaded running through this test. If it's these style trucks, R&D is probably going to specify it based off market conditions for axle load.
Here I am at this test track. So check this out. This is 15 acres that is flooded to keep water on it, and they have these cones set up, and it's kind of like a big loop or whatever. We're gonna get to test this truck out on this route, so we each get to take a turn. Let's check out what for tires he's got on here. Continental HDL 3. So that kind of gives you an extent of the loop. Like I said, we're just going to do 2 laps. So hopefully I take this camera with and get some footage of actually going in the truck. Show you guys some Texas fire ants here. Get to see some lizards down here. I'm not sure what's making those holes there. He just said I can walk out here and show you. So it's 15 acres and it has 7 foot of slope. It is hard to see how they get actually 7 foot of slope, but basically saying if you held a straight line the whole way down, that would be 7 foot lower down at that far end down there than up here. So here you can see this track. So there's just a little bit of water running over the whole thing. I really wondered too how much evaporation is across this track. It's amazing. Huge, huge area. Time wasn't too bad, and let's just say I pushed it a little bit. That was great. Yeah, I feel like I abused it. It's okay. Now we get to run a different test track. This test track is cars. As you can see, there's a shiny red Mustang out there running. And then we got this Challenger here that we're going to run. Test out some tires. So we get to do 2 laps around this course. Now these Mustangs and I think the Challenger here, they just have V6s in. Alrighty, I get to ride in this Challenger first. Okay, Mike, we're gonna see how good of a driver you are. Oh. I better put my seatbelt on while you driving.
I would. I'm pretty sure they make you.
So a Challenger with probably a 3.6 V6 in, I'm guessing. All right, just waiting for him to finish up his lap. So that was Mike. He's got to finish his lap, and then I get to go cruising. And this, I got a passenger with me. I told him hopefully he doesn't throw up. So he's gonna go through that and start that second lap, and we're gonna go. So running this track, not that I'm a Dodge fan or anything, but the Dodge definitely handled better. I don't know if that could be a difference in tires. They both have brand new Continental tires on. I don't know if one is more of a sporty tire, but that thing definitely handles the track a lot better. Like the red car, I could get all 4 tires sliding, come around this last corner. So this the Mustang, you could slide a lot easier, whereas this Challenger definitely held on. So I just want to show you guys real quick. So this vehicle's got the Continental Pro Contact tires on, which, if it's just difference between cars, that Challenger definitely handles a little bit better. The Challenger has Generals on versus Continental. They're both made by Continental, or I don't know. Continental owns General, but it's kind of what we're comparing the two. Unfortunately, these are just V6s. They both have decent power, but it's fun. It's a blast going around that track. You really, it's thrilling for sure, because you got to let out of it on some of the corners. You got to hit the brakes, and obviously, as you can see in some of the footage that was going on, we were sliding around. This one, you could get all 4 tires to slide. That Challenger, I mean, yeah, you could break them loose, but it was a lot harder. That one just definitely seemed to grip a lot better. But what a blast. And it could be too that maybe this one's a little bit lighter. I don't know if that is some of it, but what an absolute blast. That was a thrill, man. Talk about getting your heart pumping. Oh, I mean, literally just flogging these cars. Flat out to coming around this last corner here, and then they just jam on the brakes. All right, I'll show you the tires on the Challenger here. So these are the General, what are they, G-Max? Yeah. Building a little heat. Got some stuff off the tire there, you can see. It's chewing it up because out on the track, you're pushing it to the limit.
And I get
Look at those old fire trucks.
I just came back from Washington.
Is one of the memorials for the Uvalde school shooting. Look at this old Ford. That's gotta be a mid-90s. There's some wildlife in here. I don't know if it's wildlife or not, but I've seen a goat in there.
There you go, you got one. Well, well, oh, it's deer. There you go. What are you doing, man?
You got a goat out there.
He's about to have a red butt.
Well, good morning. This is day number 2. Who knows what we're gonna be doing today? Oh man, yesterday was a blast. You know, running those 2 cars, that was definitely the highlight. And you know, I almost feel a little bit bad. You get out of those cars and you like, there's a little twinge of guilt because I pushed those cars to the limit. But anyway, it was good stuff. Good stuff. So get to learn more about tires today. Some trucks rolling. Look at that. Sipping my coffee and waiting for this bus to go. Leave here in about 10-15 minutes. Put this show on the road.
But you see from here to here, it's real smooth and kind of shiny. So that there is the inner liner. Does anybody know what the inner liner does? So the inner liner holds air, okay? So that's the innermost component when you're looking inside a tire. That's what you're looking at, the inner liner. So your inner liner holds air. It is halobutyl butyl rubber. It's the only component in a tire that's halobutyl butyl rubber. And that component, that type of rubber is really good at holding air. It's really bad at anything else. So, that's what the inner liner does. This paint stripe here, I'm sure some of y'all may have seen the paint stripe in the inner liner. That paint stripe is to where in the plant we can identify which compounds are halobutyl, which ones are inner liner, to where we can make sure that we don't accidentally mix them in with something else.
And I'm back. What an amazing trip down in Texas, a ton of fun. Huge thank you to Continental for putting me up, getting me down there and having a great time. Also, big thanks to Dave Wigden with Talmadge Tire. They were also part of getting me down there as well. It was a great time. We got to shoot skeet. We got to drive a Mustang and a Challenger, drive on the wet track, learned a ton of new things. And they're actually also coming out to help us with some tire issues that we have currently that we're working on. So it's great. It's been very good. So again, huge thank you to Continental. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.